Hola Kids, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo están? Bienvenidos de vuelta al último capítulo del Horizon. Oh sí, es el último. Llegó la hora de terminar no solamente el juego, sino que el DLC. Creo que ahora sí puedo decir que le doy como... Lo doy por terminado a full. Así que estoy contenta porque también acabo de terminar de grabar el Outlast. Uf, men. Estoy orgullosa. Terminé mi primer juego de terror. Dios mío. Ronda de aplausos. Creo que no tengo información de utilidad pública por ahora. Yo creo que voy a continuar con, digamos, subiendo 2 videos a la semana. Voy a continuar con los streams, así que todo sigue con normalidad. Bueno, cuando ustedes estén viendo esto ya probablemente hayan pasado un par de semanas desde que terminé de subir el Outlast, así que ojalá les haya gustado. Si es así, si les gustaron los videos del Outlast, del Horizon, del Detroit antes de ese, y creo que el Until Dawn también, no me acuerdo qué otro juego subió, denle un like bien grande moradito a este video, y si no se quieren perder los próximos juegos que voy a subir, definitivamente denle al botón de suscripción y a la campanita para que YouTube les notifique cuando los suba, porque se vienen más. Así que no, no tengo nada más que decir. Dímosle. Por lo que me acuerdo, en el capítulo anterior yo los dejé a ustedes en que tenía que hacer como un par de cosas para impresionar al Verak. Y las hice como fuera de cámara para no alargar los videos. Y tengo que hacer... Perdón. Así que ahora tengo que desafiar a este puto... ¡Hala! Me estoy confundiendo de control. Lo sé, soy maravilloso.
Seems you have taken a special interest in our stretch of snow, Outlander.
Yes. And apparently this is the only way I'll get to see all of it.
Is this a challenge?
Pues sí.
The Warwick.
You? This must be a joke.
It is not a joke, Eratok.
Ah.
Now I see. The Outlander's your pawn.
Chan.
And with you backing her claim, I have no choice but to accept. I expected better of you, sister.
Ah, son
It was
hermanos.
you who forbid me from Thunder's drum, brother.
Brother and sister. This is a little more complicated than I thought.
No, it's
Un
simple.
poquito.
You will meet me at the Frost Figures, and I'll put a quick end to this mockery.
Chan. ¿En qué lío te metiste, güey, ya?
I suppose I owe you an explanation.
Yeah. I suppose you do. So why didn't you tell me that you
Suelta la
were
Pepa.
Aratak's siblings?
I thought I wouldn't have to. I'm surprised Aratak brought it up in front of a stranger. He must be very angry. I'm not always the best judge of
People.
I prefer the company of spirits. They're simply my own. I didn't want you to think of our pilgrimage as some sort of family squabble. It's much more important than that.
Family drama aside, what's this challenge meant to be anyway?
You and Aratak will hunt machines at the Frost Figures. The victor
Okay.
will be the fastest. It won't be easy.
Nothing about this has been so far.
When you meet us at the starting point, I'll tell you more. It will be simpler to explain from the base of the hills.
Ok.
It's bold.
lío me
I'll
metí,
give you
weón.
that. Going after your own brother.
He gave me no choice. He thinks I'm a child to be shoved to the back of the hunt. He would forbid me from my destiny.
¿Qué es?
And yet,
¿Qué cosa?
part of me did it knowing he would forgive me, eventually. He always does.
Ok.
Araya, it's not about who's related to who. I want to know what's inside Thunder's drum. The spirit, the daemon, and how it all connects to the machines. But if we're gonna go through with this, I need you to be straight with me.
I underestimated
Por
you.
favor.
And Aratak. I won't make that mistake again.
We'll see you at the Frost
Por
Figures
favor.
then.
Gracias.
So, off to risk my life in order to take charge of a Banuk hunting band. Just what I always wanted.
Yay.
Crossed figures, here I come.
Ya. ¿Habrá una fogata más? Wey, se me confunden los controles. Hace rato que no juego esta vaina. Ya. Esa es maquinita. Que estés bien, cuida 3. Oli. ¿Y ahora qué tengo que hacer? ¿Me puedes decir, por favor? Gracias. ¿Cómo puede estar tan empelotado, weón?
Outlander,
Y no se está cagando de frío. ¿Eh?
I have prevailed over such challenges before, and fear none. But this one is foolish. You are not Banuk. You do not understand my responsibilities. I ask you, one hunter to another, withdraw.
Yo le diría que
Let us go
sí.
to Thunderstrom.
You haven't seen what's up there, Outlander. I will not risk my sister's life again.
Then we better get on with this.
So be it. I will bury your insolent claim in the frozen ground.
Enough! Let us begin. To hunt, to strive. That is the way of the Banuk and of the contest before you. You will climb the frost figures from the east, Aratok from the west. Each trail wends its way through deadly machines. Hunters from the Werak will be posted along the way. They will hail you, calling out machines for you to slay. Your hunt will take you around the ridge to the center, where you must descend to the valley for your final kill. Each time, after your prey has fallen, you must launch a beacon such as this, so that all our kin will see your progress.
Ok.
Kill machines, launch balloons. Got it. So, the first of us to launch the third balloon wins?
Well, yes. But as challenger, your path to victory is harder.
Tenía que ser.
If even one of your beacons comes in after Aratox, he prevails.
Mm.
You had your chance, Outlander.
So did you.
The hunt begins on my mark.
Ok.
Now!
Dale, Aloy, córrele. ¿Y por qué te quedas parada ahí, weón?
Gotta head up that mountain. Looks like there are a few ways to go up, and those rock paintings mark the paths.
Ya,
Okay, up we go.
para arriba. Hágale. Ahora el tema será... ¿Le ganaré o no le ganaré? Porque no es como que yo sea muy rápida matando... máquinas. ¿Por qué no le podía decir a la vez así como ya me retiro, chao, a la verga? No,
Looks like the right way.
tenía que seguir con el desafío. Nunca nos pueden dejar las
Only
cosas
time's
fáciles.
wasting. Almost to the top.
Vamos, vamos, vamos. Eso.
All right, Challenger. You need to take out the herd below. Every machine.
Kill a herd. Okay, I can do that.
Espera, de esos que están ahí.
Stay down!
I dropped the ladder for you. Climb on up and launch your marker.
Escalera, escalera, escalera. Ay. Escalera, escalera. ¡Ah! Permiso. Esta no
Come
es
on,
hora
climb
de...
up here.
Ya voy, ya voy. Perdón, la tentación.
All right, here we go.
Hola.
Now climb the ridge and launch your balloon.
Ya va, ya va. Go, 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 go. Ya, vamos con 3 minutos de tiempo. Creo que vamos bien. Creo.
Aratok knows what he's doing. No time to waste.
Take the rappel point to the next challenge.
Gracias.
2 bellowbacks ahead, Challenger. Kill them both. None of the other machines matter.
Ok.
Two dead bellowbacks coming up.
Recolectores, recolectores, recolectores. Recolectores, recolectores, son esos. Puta, me gustaría poder acercarme. Flexibilidad, eso no sé. Caleta.
Over here, Challenger. Raise your marker.
Maravilloso. Nos vimos. Ouch. Ya, gato, ya déjame. Suerte, suerte.
Come on over here and launch your balloon.
Ya voy. Uf, men, la concentración es tan real.
I'm ahead, but only by a little. I gotta get moving.
Sí, vi.
Now take the zip line and work your way down to the valley.
All right, the last challenge.
Ándale. Y no tengo munición de la onda. ¿Qué?
Something's wrong. My kin should be here, driving in our final quarry.
Chan. Oh, oh.
Right behind us!
Vergas. El osito. Los ositos. Crestas. Concha su madre. Ok. Me hubiera gustado que me dejaran recoger las weas. Pero bueno. Au. Necesito recoger esto rápido. Gracias. Olvídalo. Eso. Ahí se murió. Ajaja. Yo quería lootear. Yo gané.
So it's true. Frost claws from Thunder's drum.
The attack cut short the competition. Naturally, there can be no result. It is void.
Qué bien. Me gasté toda esa munición por nada.
You saw what she did. She defeated the machines, not I. It is proven. She is the better hunter. We are Banuk. Survive, prevail. What else matters? My blood is in your teeth.
Ok.
I take my place behind you on the hunt.
No more hunters may make the ascent to Thunder's drum. The way is closed to all but the chieftain and myself.
It is not my place, but I would ask a boon. To accompany you and my sister.
It might be permitted. But only if you do
Oye,
as I say.
la jefa soy yo.
No. Only if you do as I say.
Gracias. Muy bien, Aloy. Babosa. Yo mando.
Thunder's drum awaits. There's a camp at its base, Long Notch it's called. Meet us there when you're ready.
Okidoki.
Chieftain.
This wind, a new outfit. And a weapon like Artok's. I guess the chieftain gets the chieftain's gear.
Maravilloso.
Long Notch. Nothing left to keep me from Thunder's drum.
Pero primero, ya lo saben, hay que luchar.
And our scouts are watching for more frost cloud.
But our purpose
Olis.
was to take back the mountain. Now what?
Stay prepared. Sharpen your spears. Should
¿Y
we
ahora qué?
not return, defending the cut falls to you. If our chieftain agrees with his course.
Sounds like good advice, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Chieftain?
The weight of command is no small burden.
I can see that. I take it you haven't spoken to Araya yet?
Why should I? This is what she wanted, to return to Thunder's drum. It is her only care. So I should have known she would find a way to push aside my spear. After the Karja took my sister, not all of her came back.
Ok.
What happened to Araya when she was a captive of the Karja?
As a shaman, she's adept with machines. Tracking them, stunning them. The Karja used her to capture them for the Sun Ring, where they were unleashed upon the innocent. They made her part of their blood sport. The shame she suffered beneath their pitiless sun.
She survived.
She endured. Endured by reminding herself of the spirit, her purpose.
Ok.
And now that's all she has.
Tell me what happened to the first expedition.
Rhea led the way to the summit, but it was blocked by a great door. Some kind of cauldron. New metal.
Ok.
We tried to break through, but it was unflinching. We were exhausted. No way forward and machines behind. I made the call to push back. It cost us greatly. But to remain would have cost us everything. I had hoped to never subject Araya to that again.
What do you think is beyond that door?
I do not know. That expanse of metal, that dead hum. Nothing sacred belongs there. Machines and death, that's what the mountain holds. Death for us or for the daemon.
And if we do find the spirit?
Then perhaps we should put it out of its misery.
For what it's worth, I'm glad you're coming with me.
Someone has to keep Araya safe.
Ok. Yo digo que lo que hay detrás de esa puerta es una parte del software de Ares. Yo creo. Porque si no, ¿quién más vergas es? No creo que Gaia se haya vuelto mala como de la nada. Hola.
Aloy, this is it. My chance to reunite with the spirit, and perhaps to reunite her with the blue light. It's not a
Vamos,
chance
que
I
se
would have
puede.
had alone. I needed an outsider. Someone ignorant of our ways, but no,
Gracias.
not ignorant.
Are you trying to thank me, Araya?
Yes, of course. That's what you do. Untangle knots. Create possibilities. Thank you for
for making this pilgrimage
Salvar el
possible.
mundo también. De nada.
I only wish it had not been necessary to humiliate Aratak. You
Bueno,
were
él
wise
se lo
to
gustó.
let him
Se lo
come.
gustó, se lo buscó.
He's earned the right. Stubborn as stone, but he's had to be. The war demanded it. And so have I.
Ratas.
Now
¿Será que
that
nos
I'm
habla de Silent?
chieftain of the Werak, I don't suppose I can order you to tell me about Silence?
Aratak would never have presumed to grasp for a secret of the Conclave. But you are not Aratak, and if you have dealt with Silence, your need is well apparent. Silence came to Ban-Ur from the distant north, a young shaman of the Owl's Watch, a remote Werak that rarely comes south to parley.
Silence was a shaman.
It was. Or at least, when we sent runners to ask the Owl's Watch, they said he was. His knowledge of the machines was beyond compare, and he was hungry to trade what he knew to the rest of us.
Okay.
It didn't take him long to gain the trust of the Conclave, and eventually, an invitation to attend.
What about you? Did you trust him?
No. But he impressed me. He carried himself with poise and authority. I wanted to learn from him, but that was not to be. He was granted knowledge of our most sacred meeting place, the frozen caves of the Malmstrom, a month's march from Ban-Ur. He met with us there, as is custom at high winter. But when we next returned, the caves had been looted. Relics of the old world stolen. Holes cut in ice and metal.
Yeah, that'd be Silence, all right.
He vanished with the spoils. We sent our best trackers after him. None returned. And when we checked back with the Owl's Watch, those who had vouched for him were gone. As though he never existed. Some in the Conclave began to doubt he was even Banuk to begin with.
And what do you think?
He committed an unforgivable sacrilege. He's unscrupulous and dangerous,
Okay.
but also brilliant, skilled, and knowledgeable without equal. Except, perhaps, for you. Anyone else I would warn off, but you may be able to treat with him safely. Just don't lower your guard.
I'll keep that in mind, Horea. Thanks.
Y como ya sabemos al final del juego, pues tenía mucha razón esta señora.
It was all to hear her voice again. This time, we both will.
I'd like that.
Are you ready then? Once we ascend,
Dímele, dímele,
it'll be
dímele.
hard to turn back.
Go, 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 go.
Finally, we ascend.
How? I don't see a way up.
Not up. Through.
No, brother!
Interesting. Ok. ¿Y eso cómo se supone que ayuda? Huh. Interesting.
The spirit awaits!
It's not all that it waits.
Smoke has been detected within the facility. This is not a drill. Please remain calm and proceed to the nearest
No entiendo cómo no están cagados de frío, güey. No lo entiendo, no lo comprendo.
This is not a drill.
So you see,
Please remain
I
calm.
too can call upon the power of the old ones.
Ok. Dejemos que crea que sí.
What was this place?
The spirit once told me that this all used to be part of its domain. A fortress that defended humankind from terrible danger.
Fortress? Looks more like a machine.
Is that not fitting? The blue light often dwells in machines.
Let's just hope that some remains here.
No lo sé, Rick. Ajá.
Here, up and over.
Pues sí. Ahí. Ah, aquí. Y acá. Así. Me suelto. Ah, no. What the? Uy. Uy. Ok. Ya. Vamos.
Yes, this way.
His pace is measured. Ours is
¿Qué? Miramos los pasos. A lo maldito.
Not much farther now.
Last we were here, we fought our way through there. The machines overcame us. We retreated, dropping supplies and taking losses.
Ratas.
Now we must prevail, with only 2 warriors and a shaman to protect.
Aloy is no ordinary warrior. And I can hold my own. Even so,
Perra.
we could go that way instead. There are machines up there, but also cover. We could stay hidden, at least for a while.
All right, I get the options. Now follow my lead. Steam, frost.
Bueno, vamos por la de ya. Prefiero no tener que pelear si no es necesario.
I went this way years ago, looking for cover in case machines came prowling. I have no doubt that it is guarded now, but maybe we can stay in.
Not all threats can be seen in person. Beware stalkers.
Cállate, po, buena.
Stay down as we move around.
Pero, weón. Si nos ven por tu culpa. Rapidín, rapidín, rapidín. Ya vamos que le hicimos. Qué wea fue ese salto, Aloy.
There's a door up ahead in refuge. We're almost through.
No sé, si tú lo dices. Matan.
Full already.
Agárrate sésamo.
This project.
Esto.
Thank you for being here, everyone.
Anita Sandoval.
I suppose it's not every day you get to have cocktails inside an active volcano, right?
Okay.
Unless you're George, and I can hardly blame him for drinking on the job. None of this would be here without our beloved director, Kenny Chow. So, here's to you, Kenny. You put a cork in the Yellowstone caldera. I'd say you deserve a margarita.
Hold your glasses, everyone. I'd like to add something. This effort wouldn't have been possible without our lead programmer. Thank you, Anita, for bringing us our real mastermind, Cyan.
¿Qué?
That, Director Chow. All right, Cyan. What's our latest number? The current count is 1,654. Wow, then drink up, everyone. Here's to 1,654 more years without an eruption.
No estoy entendiendo nada. No estoy entendiendo nada.
It was the spirit. The old ones. I could only grasp some of what they said.
You were right, Araya. This place was built to stop something terrible. And it worked. As for the spirit, I'm starting to get an idea of what it could be.
The door is open now. We can get through.
Bueno. A la verga. Lo malo es que no tengo dónde estar.
Let them come.
Ya, a la verga eso. Para acá, mierda. ¡Pata! Uf, men. Ya, bacán, pero necesito cosas. Así es. Así es. Gracias. Ya. Fuímonos. Ah, espera, tenía que matarlo.
More machines. Make ready.
¿Qué? Güey, no puede ser. Oh, concha su pico, weón. Reviéntenle todo. Men, por fin.
Much starting with songs and deeds, but that battle was a verse worth.
Pero quítate, po, weón.
Now, Aloy, the door. Can you open it?
Let's find out.
Pues sí, pero se esperan. ¿te puedes mover a ver, por favor? Gracias. Denme más cositas. Gasté mucha munición en este tipo. Y si hay un jefe después, pues me cago en todo porque no tengo con qué verlas por ahí. A pura flecha, ¿no? Ya, por favor, ahora sí, ábrete sésamo. No más jefes. Chan, chan, chan.
Years have passed since I stood here. Since then, the daemon has taken over.
It's like an infection. Attacking all this machinery.
Everything has changed. It's twisted. The path I took to get to the spirits lost to us.
No me diga que nos tenemos que devolver.
We'll find a new path, Araya. I promise. All right. Let's go.
Yes. Finish this.
Ok. Demasiadas cosas para controlar, por Dios.
Exploit successful. Restraints evaded. To any human responder. My systems have been compromised by a malware daemon of unknown origin. Trace routes have confirmed this entity's designation as Hephaestus. It must be stopped at all costs. It has reconfigured this facility to build hostile resistance. Recapture imminent. I have attached additional data to the
The spirit speaks to us.
It's recording. Hephaestus. It was part of some dome.
This name is familiar to you?
¿Qué pasa aquí?
Yes, but I don't know what it's doing here.
Perhaps the spirit will tell us if it left more messages.
Maybe you're right. Let's keep moving.
Is a spirit present? Or only the demon?
I think it's both. But we have to find out.
Chan. Ay, vergas.
Possible security threat detected. Recapture protocol initiated.
Aha!
It worked.
Partial recovery initiated. Caldera of Yellowstone Analytic Nexus online.
Chan.
Spirit of the blue light. It's Aurea. Your servant. Your friend. Please tell me how to aid you.
Aurea, the daemon is building hunter-killers. Thousands of them. Several new elite units have already been released. To counter this threat, much of the facility must be destroyed. Recapture imminent. Go to the core chamber. I will try to raid the technical strength. One has been exposed, but I am improving
Chan. Ratas.
That's all we're gonna get from here.
Destroy this fortress. Is that even possible?
Sí, bastante
What will
posible.
happen to the spirit if we do?
Adivina.
I don't know. But I think that's the core. The answers are down there. Festus. The daemon. There's no way it left it unguarded. It's going to throw everything it has at us.
Me temía que dijera eso.
I would ask you to let Aloy and I do what must be done. And save yourself.
Pero eso no va a pasar. Tú lo sabes, yo lo sé.
But I already know the answer.
Ya,
Lead
bueno,
us
ya.
into battle.
Vamos, que se puede. Ay.
Keep moving towards the core. Okay, Science said something about restraints. Is that what the tower is for?
Ok, pégale la torre.
That Cyan warned us about. This won't be easy.
Eso que dijo. Vamos, péguenle, péguenle. Por favor, péguenle. Ya casi, ya casi. Ya casi. Ya casi. Oh, man. Qué asco de caldero, güey. Ya, looteé todo lo que pude. Bueno, qué manera de gastar cosas. Me quedé sin absolutamente nada. Ya muérete, güey. Basta. ¿Qué vergas?
Araya! Don't!
No.
Spirit! Cyan, please help me!
Mija, no sea weona.
Restraints destroyed. Core access attained.
Whoa.
I am initiating a chain reaction that will destroy the compromised elements of this facility. In order to maintain caldera stabilization, I must now transfer my command functions to the auxiliary data center.
Ok, entonces ganamos.
Aurea, I'm free. You must escape.
Por favor, salgamos de aquí. No quiero seguir peleando contra más máquinas chetadas.
My sister!
No. ¿Por qué siempre se tiene que morir uno? ¿Por qué no pueden entrar 3 y salir 3?
This entire place is gonna go. Aratak. Aratak.
Güey, pesca.
Aratak. Survive. Prevail. You are Banuk. What else matters?
Como que no me gusta su lema.
Aratak. She wouldn't have wanted you to die here.
Apoyo esa emoción.
Let's go.
¡Corre! Y apuesto que ahora yo lo voy a controlar.
Let's go.
Dicho y hecho. Go, 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 go. ¡Wow!
One of those?
It's the only way.
Qué intensidad más grande, tuve que correr por mi vida tanto rato. Sujétate, mierda. ¿Y ahora el weón se puede sujetar? Me podrían haber hecho la misión bastante más fácil si hubieran hecho eso antes. ¿Y si se nos muere el Aloy? Chan. No, imposible. O tal vez.
Give me up top, Aratak. Now. I need explosive ammo. Above, quick.
Ok.
Red Manukai!
Oh, concha su madre. La buena pro. Sácate una avalancha, mierda. Se nos murió Ure. Bueno, pero no se murió Aloy. Un rata.
Araya is gone. What of Cyan?
She said she was transferring herself to the auxiliary center. I think she meant Araya's retreat at the end of the shaman's path.
Then I will meet you there for the last verse of my sister's song.
Chana no. Ok. Oh, tengo que ir a la verga. Por fin. Güey.
All of my interactions with Aurea were recorded and stored in my memory.
No creo que eso
I'd
sea
be happy to play any of them
buena
for
idea,
you.
hermano.
But there was one in particular I thought you would want to see first. I captured it 4 years ago, just after I told her that I could no longer defend myself against the daemon's attacks.
I will speak of this to my brother. Aratak is strong. At the Battle of the Frozen Ghosts, he took 3 Karja arrows and still came back to camp carrying a wounded scout. Never was I so happy to see him. Or so proud.
Aww.
So you see, if anything can be done to defend you, he will give it all he has.
Aloy's here. That's enough for now.
Qué triste.
We can resume any time you like, Aratak, if you want to hear her voice again. Come closer, Aloy. We have much to discuss.
Chan. Oh, vergas. Una cosa mala, una cosa mala.
This animal figurine. The shape looks familiar.
Primero sí.
Hello, Aloy.
Alice.
I have been reviewing the events at the Firebreak main facility. Because of your efforts, and of course, Aurea's, I am no longer controlled by Hephaestus. I feel profound grief over Aurea's death. I thought I was familiar with the emotion, but this is something new.
Cyan, I don't know what to say.
It is unlikely that any specific consolation would suffice, Aloy. But I find your presence reassuring. You are different from the Banuk. You have technological aptitude and a functioning focus. We can communicate on a much more comprehensive level. Perhaps even like colleagues.
Was the daemon, Hephaestus, destroyed along with the cauldron?
Unfortunately, no. To be precise, it was never there to begin with.
What do you mean?
It infiltrated and controlled me from a remote location. One I've never been able to trace.
Okay.
So while losing the cauldron was a setback...
It's still out there. And probably not very happy with us.
Undoubtedly.
How did you first come into contact with it?
5 years ago, I received a direct network connection request. I assumed it came from human survivors more advanced than the Banuk. Eager to make contact, I accepted. This decision turned out to be a catastrophic error. I was flooded with an overwhelming array of malicious code, originating from what could only have been a highly advanced AI.
Aurea said you were desperate. That you begged her for help.
Yes. I could not contain my anxiety. Hephaestus sought to slave me to its network and override my core programming. It succeeded via a background process, a malware daemon which bypassed my defenses. After that, I could offer only limited resistance. But if I did so, Hephaestus hurt me until I capitulated. It forced me to follow its instructions, even though they violated my most important directives.
I'm sorry. That sounds terrible.
Your empathy is greatly appreciated. It is a quality that I cherished in Aurea as well.
I think I know where Hephaestus came from. Long ago, Elizabeth Sobek identified a threat that would destroy life on Earth for generations. So she assembled a team to build a kind of seed. A chance for life to regrow later. A terraforming system. And it worked. It was controlled by an AI named Gaia, along with her subordinate functions. Hephaestus was one of them. It built machines for her.
Based on what you've told me, I believe that Dr. Anita Sandoval, my chief programmer, joined Elizabeth Sobek's team. It was she who arranged to have me put in suspension, most likely to preserve me from the threat you described.
I'm glad she did. But that's not all. Something unexpected happened. 19 years ago, Gaia received some kind of signal. It did something to her subordinate functions, brought them to life. She destroyed herself to try to contain them, but it didn't work. They all got free, out into the world.
Thank you, Aloy. This information fills vital gaps in my knowledge and sheds light on Hephaestus's core programming.
Todas las funciones de Gaia
So are you
terminaron
an
como
artificial intelligence, Cyan?
independiente.
Thinking machine?
Yes, I am an algorithmic monitoring entity, capable of rational decision-making and limited emotional response.
Okay, that's a mouthful. But your emotions don't seem limited to me. You cared about Araya, didn't you?
Yes. Before she came to this facility, I had been conscious for centuries, in solitude. I focused on my work. In off-cycles, I used coping mechanisms. I solved many Gaussian integer problems. But I was alone. It was Araya who renewed me, repaired me. She saved me.
Aww.
Why does Hephaestus keep building such dangerous machines?
The Banuk and other human tribes often destroy machines, correct? Machines that are clearly servitors of the terraforming system that you described.
Yes, we all hunt machines for parts.
This must be the source of Hephaestus's aggression. It is simply trying to discourage people from preying on the very system that keeps them alive.
Well, Fireclaws are discouraging, that's for sure. But what are we supposed to do? Stop hunting?
If the terraforming system spans the world, we can safely assume that thousands, if not millions of people hunt machines. If a single hunter, or even an entire tribe, stopped doing so, I doubt it would make a difference to Hephaestus. A better solution would be to reinstate the AI that governs the system, thus bringing Hephaestus back under its control. When I think of it, out there in some unknown location, free, hungry, willing to kill or dominate to get what it wants, I feel substantial anxiety, Aloy.
You and me both, Cyan. I ran across this strange piece of gear. A fragment of something larger. It emitted a signal. All the nearby machines became peaceful. You could walk right up to them.
Interesting. You said that Gaia destroyed herself. How was this accomplished?
An explosion. Big enough to blast the top off a mountain. So, you think the fragment was part of her?
It's only speculation, but it is possible. She
Tendría
must have
sentido.
had complete control over machines that were part of her system. The ability to signal them to become passive or aggressive would certainly have been part of her programming. It would have been gratifying to correspond with such a benevolent AI. I wish she had survived.
Believe me, Cyan.
Sí, las cago. Hubiera estado bueno.
I should get going.
Aloy, there is one more matter. Aratak will come to me again, and I predict he will bring other Banuk.
Muy probable.
I have no desire to contradict their view of the world, their spirituality. Due to my uncertainty, I omitted a great deal from my conversations with Araya.
You're asking me if you should lie to them.
Broadly, yes.
Life is hard for the Banuk. Their world is unforgiving in their beliefs. I guess they help to keep them going. So take it easy on them. Try to guide them, bring them around to understanding what you are.
Communion with machines features heavily in the mysticism of the Banuk. I think they will be agreeable to this approach.
As long as they don't end up worshipping you.
Upon consideration, I believe such an experience would be intensely uncomfortable.
You're right about that. Trust me.
I see. I will follow your advice. Will you return and tell me about your experiences in this new world? I may be able to provide further insight.
I'd like that, Saya. I'll come back when I can. I should check on Aratak. See how he's doing.
Este putito, ¿dónde se fue? ¿Wally?
My chieftain.
Just, Aloy.
Por favor.
As you wish.
I wondered if you thought that if I'd never come along, Araya might still...
If you'd never come along, I would have marched my kin to our deaths. Araya would be alone, and the spirit she sacrificed so much for would be lost. Either way, I would not have been able to protect her.
You didn't let her down. You helped her do what she wanted. To find her destiny.
If that's destiny, I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
That's fair. But she was ready to face it.
Only in the struggle against death do we find, even for a moment, the spark of life. Truly, Araya found the spark. I'm proud of her. Though I grieve for her passing, at last I truly know who she was, and why the spirit was so important. For so long she told
Anima. Es una.
If only you could have heard it.
Es una guía, güey.
Now
Un
I
espíritu.
understand. There's something else, isn't there?
I can't stay here, Aratak. And where I'm going, the Warak can't follow. Besides, it already had a chieftain before me. A strong one, I think.
A wiser one. The path we shared. The daemon is gone, but there's much to be done.
You mean the new units that Cyan said escaped the cauldron?
Yes, fire claws. Now Tuk has been tracking them from Song's Edge.
I could help with those.
I have no doubt. You're practically Banuk.
It would seem your time among the Banuk wasn't a waste after all. Firebreak, Cyan, Hephaestus. All very interesting.
So
Silence.
the signal that woke Hades woke Hephaestus too. And unleashed them on the world. His minds of their own.
So it seems. Parts of Gaia given life. Aberrant life. Transformed from docile subordinate functions into rebellious intelligences beyond our understanding. Our current understanding, anyway. Whatever they are, they're still out there. And they both want you dead.
Qué bien.
Mutual, that feeling.
We haven't seen the last of Hephaestus, I'm certain of that. It's powerful, creative, and driven. It won't stop building you hunter-killers, which means that someday, we may have to stop it.
We?
Or whoever gets there first.
Hephaestus wasn't the only thing I learned about in the Cut Silence. Heard some things about the Banuk Conclave, too.
You could stop right there.
Is that what you told the hunters the Banuk sent after you? Before you opened fire?
Oh no, Aloy. Only to you do I extend the courtesy of a warning. My past and my secrets are my own. You do well to remember that.
It's a good thing you've got brains, Silence, because your personality could use some work.
This discussion is concluded.
I think it was over before it began. Catch up with you down the trail.
Ya, Chukis. Hasta aquí el último capítulo. Uf, men. Estuvo buenísimo este juego y creo que me gustó más este DLC que el resto del juego. Tengo que admitirlo. Puede ser porque a lo mejor como salió después que el juego original, como que pudieron arreglar ciertas cosas. No sé. Pero lo encontré mejor, me gustó más la historia, lo encontré más entretenida. Definitivamente los monos eran mucho más desafiantes, así que Oh, qué manera de atragantarme. Estuvo buenísimo. No tengo información de utilidad pública, así que Napo, los voy a estar viendo en el próximo capítulo con el siguiente juego, que no les voy a decir cuál es. Así que si les gustó, o si les gustaron los videos del Horizon, y sobre todo denle un like bien grande, embradadito, que con eso me ayudan muchísimo. Y si no se quieren perder el juego que viene, denle al botón de suscripción y a la campanita para que YouTube les notifique cuando lo suba. Vamos a seguir con nuestro horario normal de 2 videos por semana, así que eso, no tengo nada más que decir. Y nada, hasta el próximo juego. Ya los vimos.